Citizens speak out. People in countries such as China, Israel, Libya, Palestine, Syria, United States, and Yemen continue in calls for social and political reforms that bring greater freedom, human rights, and improved living conditions for all.
United States. As legislators continue in efforts to reach an agreement for reducing the budget deficit, clergy leaders staged a prayer sit-in Friday, July 29th, in the nation's capital to protest proposed spending cuts that would affect those most in need. The U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops also wrote a letter to Speaker of the House John Boehner calling for a fairly balanced budget that doesn't harm the less fortunate.
China. The New York Times reported on Saturday that journalist Qi Chonghuai, jailed since 2008 after writing a series of articles on corrupt actions by local officials, was retried on the same charges 2 weeks before he was due to be released. Several human rights groups have objected, saying this is a violation of Chinese law, with an appeal that has been filed on his behalf with the United Nations Special Rapporteur on Human Rights.
Israel. Al Jazeera reports that over 100,000 Israelis gathered for demonstrations Saturday in Tel Aviv, Haifa, Jerusalem, Beersheba, and several other cities as they continued calling for the government to address issues associated with the nation's high cost of living.
Syria. Ammar Karabi, head of the country's National Organization for Human Rights, reported that 95 people were killed on Sunday as security forces resumed operations in Hama after being absent from the city for 2 months. Meanwhile, the Syrian League for Defense of Human Rights reported that government troops invaded the city of Muadamia near Damascus, cutting electricity and communications as they arrested more than 300 people.
Yemen. After protests on Friday by tens of thousands of activists in the capital, Sana'a, and other cities such as Taiz, Hudaydah, and Mukalla, prominent tribal leaders on Saturday formed a pro-activist coalition pledging unity and to protect peaceful protesters seeking the end of President Ali Abdullah Saleh's rule. This accord came 2 days after clashes between tribal members and government troops in which an undetermined number of lives were lost on both sides.
With deep sympathies for those who have perished or suffer from injuries, we pray that all strife may subside for people in every nation to choose to live side by side in security and freedom as a peaceful world.